I just wanted to tell you about a day that I had in Poland. I had spent the day going from church to church, looking at the beautiful places, visiting our Lord, praying, right? And I get to this last place where I'm going to meet my friends. It's in a castle, and there's an adoration chapel in this castle. And my friends are going to meet me in the adoration chapel, and then we're going to go out for dinner, right? So when I get to this castle, I realize that there's a ticket booth in which you're supposed to pay to go in to explore the castle, right? I did not want to pay to pray a holy hour. That's all I really wanted to do. I didn't care about the rest of the castle. And so I just kind of skipped the ticket booth and went inside and tried to avoid all of the different official looking people, right? And I go to the adoration chapel. I find it, I pray for a while, and then I'm like, well, I guess my friends are late, they're not here yet. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll leave the castle now. So I leave the castle, or I try to leave the castle, but the castle is locked. And I had done my darndest to try to avoid all of the official castle guards, right? And so I'm like panicking now because I think that I'm locked into this castle and I haven't even paid for a ticket to get into this castle. So I like join different tour groups as I'm like trying to find a way out of the castle. Eventually I go up to a guard and I'm like, how do you get out of the castle? And the guard was like, just go to the front door and open it up. And I was like, no, the door's locked. I tried that already. And he was like, well, you should try again because it's definitely not locked. So I go to the front door, I try it again, push a little harder, and in fact the door was not locked, and I was not locked into the castle even though I thought I was. So I decided on my way back home to our Airbnb, because I figured that would be the next place that we would meet in order to go to dinner. I was like, well, I'm going to stop at all the pretty churches along the way and I'll visit our Lord. So I stopped at all the pretty churches along the way, and my friends who had got to the castle late and realized that they couldn't get inside, I decided, what would Erin do? She would go from church to church looking at all the pretty churches and visiting our Lord. So they go from church to church looking for me, and we actually hit a lot of the same churches, but they found, there was one point when we were about 5 minutes away from each other when we somehow I skipped a chapel or they skipped a chapel, but we missed each other by 5 minutes, and they ended up getting to the Airbnb, I think 5 minutes after me. And then we went out for dinner. But that same day, I had also explored different churches all day long. And what I thought was different churches, I believe I broke into a seminary. I also believe that I broke into an old folks home, and I disturbed the puzzle making party that they were having at the old folks home. It was a delight. Nobody understood that I was trying to ask for the chapel in the old folks home, because I thought that it was a church and it was in fact not a church. But it was just a lot of fun. So that is one of my days that I had in Poland, and it was a delight, and yeah, the Lord is good. Anyway, God bless. Bye.